Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and I am here with a review for Piczle Cross Story of Seasons on PC. Now, this released on the 26th of February 2024 from developer Score Studios LLC and publisher Rainy Frog Co. Limited. And I was lucky enough to present a copy of the game to do this video review. Now, this is basically a Story of Seasons themed Picross game. If you ever played one of them, it's like nonogram logic puzzles where you basically have to fill in like tiles, grids to basically make a picture based on like numerical hints. Now, this is obviously a Story of Seasons themed, so it has the background of the farm and everything like that. Story of Seasons, for those who may not be aware, is Harvest Moon. It's just made by the original developer of Harvest Moon, doesn't own the rights to Harvest Moon, the name. So the company that owns the rights to Harvest Moon, the name, still make Harvest Moon games, and then that developer who made the original Harvest Moon games, the ones that were really good back in the day, now make Story of Seasons, and it's exactly the same game, just under a new name. Now, this keeps all of that theme in. You have your characters and your farm in the background. As you complete missions and stuff like that, you will slowly but surely improve your farm. There'll be things growing, there'll be more animals and stuff like that for it. And basically what you have to do is fill these puzzles in, and it'll create a picture, basically like a very pixelated version of things from the Story of Seasons franchise. Now, the game features a ton of puzzles, and they start off pretty straightforward, and then they end up getting really, really complicated later on. There's over like 350 puzzles, and like I say, I struggled at the beginning because I'd never played these types of puzzle games before. It kind of reminded me of like Sudoku, where it sort of tells you how much sort of like markings have to be in each line. So obviously on one it says there's going to be a 1 and a 1. Another it'll say there needs to be 5 in this one, stuff like that. And as you place them down, it sort of tells you if you're right or wrong, and eventually you'll make some kind of picture. Now, there's multiple ways to play this, and I'm so glad that there are like accessibility options, because like I am not the best at these, I admit, but there are undos. There's a way that it sort of auto starts the game for you, like it does like the first line and stuff like that. There's a whole host of options that you can tinker with to make it just right for your play style. And honestly, once you get used to it, I mean, if you've been playing Picross and stuff like that, all of those different games, because there's tons of them out there, you'll probably smash this and you'll just be in heaven. But for a newcomer, it can be a bit jarring in terms of like how you're actually supposed to do it. And if you haven't played a lot of Story of Seasons, some of the things won't really relate to the pixelated version at the end, but the game itself is still really fun. Now, another cool thing that you'll get while you complete certain levels is you'll unlock entries in this in-game almanac, and there's 100 plus pages of that, and that basically has information, pictures, details about like your favourite characters and animals from the franchise as well, which is really cool. And there's also Steam achievements and like a very in-depth statistics telling you like how much you've completed and everything like that, so you can really go into it. Now, it's single player only. You can play this with a controller as well, and all in all, it's not bad at all. It has been developed to work seamlessly on Steam Deck as well, which is nice. I haven't tried it on it, but they are working. Like I say, it doesn't say it's verified yet, but I know they are working to make it like Steam Deck accessible, which would be great, because this is one of those things where each puzzle may take you a few minutes at a time, which would be perfect for on the go, breaks, stuff like that at work, you know, around school, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, this is just like a nice puzzle game that everyone's come to know and sort of love and stuff like that, with a cool themed version based on like a well-known sort of farming sim franchise. Now, there is a tutorial there as well. It's in video form, and it sort of teaches you how to play. There's even like bigger puzzles as well, where you make like collage puzzles, so you do little sections of each of them, which will eventually make one giant puzzle as well. And all in all, not a bad little game. Now, on Steam, you can buy this for £8.99. And like I said, there's hours of content here. You may get through it quicker if you are more into this type of game than others. But for someone who's like new to the series and stuff like that, like myself, I spent ages. And like I said, what I'm showing you right now is like early levels, and even then I was struggling on some of them because, like I say, it was all brand new to me. But once you get into it and you start to figure out what you've got to do, and you get to the much bigger pictures and stuff like that, it's a lot of fun. So definitely check this one out. It's really enjoyable, well worth it for puzzle fans.